I wanted to share today 3 books that, as a guy, I never would have picked myself. So I either got them as a gift from someone or I received them from a subscription service. But those were 3 books that completely changed the way I view certain genres, and they've opened my mind to a lot of new literary possibilities as a guy, particularly. So I think it would be really cool to talk about them. So the first on the list is Lies We Sing to the Sea by Sarah Underwood. And you can see we have this gorgeous edition by Illumicrate. And if you guys don't know who Illumicrate are, go check their website. They make like these crazy good editions, right? So this is not a sponsored post, but I'm absolutely in love with their editions, right? So Lies We Sing to the Sea. This was actually the first book I ever read in 2025. And again, this is not a book I would have chosen for myself initially. But I thought like, hey, let's surprise myself. Let's pick something from the TBR pile that I wouldn't normally go for, and let's just see how it goes, right? And it was one of the best decisions that I did this year, right? Because it set the tone so nicely for the rest of the year. I think I read this book in one day, and it's as you can see, it's not the smallest of books. It was that addictive, right? So the action takes place in the kingdom of Ithaca, right? So if you've read the Iliad, if you've read the Odyssey, you know Ithaca as the birthplace in the kingdom of Odysseus. So the action takes place centuries after the events of the Trojan War, and the aftermath and the Odyssey, So centuries after Odysseus returned to his kingdom and claimed it back. But because of one of the actions that he did during his lifetime and during that reclamation of his kingdom, the entire land is cursed, right? So centuries after, the people still suffer because of his mistakes. So our protagonist, she, unfortunately, is chosen as a sacrifice to appease Poseidon, and she gets sacrificed, But as we know, that's in most works of fiction, that's never really the end. So she gets thrown onto this wild adventure where she begins to question everything that she knows about the gods, about destiny, about the past of her kingdom, about the current ruling family, about her sexuality, and she goes on this wild ride, this sort of like very high stakes mission to save the kingdom. And in the end, she is confronted with a very heavy choice, whether to save the kingdom and the people of Ithaca or save the people that she loves. And if you want to find out which one she went for, you have to read the book.